What was the worst phase in your life? As police sirens go off, indicating that maybe you once went to jail. Yeah, I mean, we might not necessarily have one.
My freshman year, I kind of went like through this almost emo-y phase.
Freshman year of college or high school?
High school.
Yeah.
That was like back to 2008 when like emo was all popular and all that. And I was just like super like edgy teen, just like.
Is that when we like disconnected for a bit? Yeah,
that was.
I was gonna say like I don't even truly remember. I can't like distinguish that.
Hanging out with the emo crowd.
Okay, I think I kind of remember that, but it was like.
Then the year after I joined marching band and like it was gone.
Yeah. What's your earliest memory? Yeah. Well, doesn't have to be that's good, but literally your earliest.
I was still in a crib, and I remember. Like, do you remember how? I don't know if you've ever had a house like this where like maybe the windows weren't sealed properly, and if the wind like came by, like it would make this howling
like a
sound.
Whistle.
Yeah, I remember being in a crib and that happening and being like freak the fuck out.
That's really interesting.
Like scared.
Now, because I've gone back and forth in my mind, do you think that actually happened, or do you think you dreamt that as a young lad? Isn't that fucked up to think about?
Yeah. I've thought about that. I think it actually happened because I was scared at what was basically the wind.
Yeah. So the emotion that came with it.
Yeah, and it was probably the emotion like that evoked that first memory, and also the fact that I didn't know it was the fucking wind.
Yeah. So
like probably being
what
like,
is that?
Yeah, like maybe like young 2 years old or late 1 year old.
Sheffield?
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
I regret not doing music education as my first major.
First major, okay.
Yeah, which was what I was thinking about going to college. And I was like, nah.
Yeah. Instead of following the passion.
Mm.
You have a time when you felt the most challenged in your life?
Leading up to finishing my degree in IT, I only had 3 classes. I was supposed to graduate in 2016, so it was like the normal like on time 4 years of college.
Okay.
But I didn't because I just hated the major and just like ended up failing 3 classes like that I needed to end up retaking.
So you need extra semester.
Yeah, but I ended up like not telling my parents about that. I went to commencement for 2016, and I didn't tell them about what happened until like late summer.
Oh man.
Yeah. And it was just like such a challenge for me to like just motivate myself to just finish the last 3 courses I had to take. Yeah.
That's easily understandable. Yeah. When was the moment in your life that you laughed the hardest? You have any like deep, like dying laughter moments? Because even going into this,
I've had like several, but I can't like think of any one specific.
Okay,
one.
I just want to know if anything came because I thought it was also kind of fucked up. I was like, oh fuck, I can't remember one with Christian. I feel like that's fucked, and there has to have been like
there's probably
gut busting laughter moments. But
I feel like there's probably one like that night where we're in Boston when we went to go visit Brittany.
Oh my god, yeah, and yeah, that was like our friend Brittany lives up in Boston, and we both went up there for a road trip, and having like 3 neighborhood friends reunite as adult people, kind of.
In Boston during St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, like, we got fucked up. Oh, man. Hardest drive home in my entire life. When was the moment... Oh, shit. I can't believe it took 19 questions for me to repeat one. What do you do when no one else is around?
I sing.
You sing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll put a good song on the radio
Start
in the
belting.
car and just fucking go for it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Jesus, I did it again. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that laughing question. Do you like traveling? Where do you want to travel?
I only really found out I like traveling recently. I was kind of like, traveling's probably all right. But when my band went on that kind of like mini tour of the Midwest, and this was the fucking Midwest.
Yeah.
I like found it cool to go out there and like I don't know, see like what the different cities were like and see what the people were like out there.
I was very jealous of that road trip. It sounds
Yeah, it
really
was-
cool.
And it's just the Midwest, just like go driving through fucking Ohio and Illinois and Wisconsin.
That's
So
what,
even seeing all that was like cool.
it's so stupid too because I don't know if it's ignorance or what it is, but I feel like most people have the same thing. Because traveling is like one of my biggest passions, and that's all I want to do. And it's never, people are like, or me and my girlfriend Nicole too. She has the same thing, and it's like when we talk about these places, it's never like let's go to Cleveland, Ohio,
Yeah.
or something. It's always like a different country. Yet our country's so big and has so many awesome places to go to, but it's
like
never
crazy
like,
to see like the different like parts of it and like how how different the people are kind of.
oh yeah, even
from,
though
like,
we're all
where you're from.
Americans, but everyone's completely different.
Especially the Northeast. It's like the Northeast is very like similar to each other.
Mm.
Like if you like only go to like the big cities around here like Philly or Washington DC or Boston or something like that.
Yeah.
It's all kind of the same. It's different. But like if you go out to like St. Paul, Minnesota, and they all got the Minnesota accents,
Yeah.
and they're like ridiculously like more friendly and like it's crazy.
First place that comes to mind out of the country that you want to go to?
I want to see LA.
Out of the country.
West. Oh, out of the country.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like out of the country, of the country. Like,
no.
either somewhere in Australia, a big city, or somewhere in like the Scandinavia, like the Netherlands or like Amsterdam or something like
Okay.
that.
Have you? Oh, you've been to Europe? Yeah, you went to London.
Yeah, I've been to England.
Yes. What's the biggest personal change you've ever made?
Towards the end of high school, I lost a shit ton of weight.
I was gonna say I was waiting for you to say it. I figured that was gonna be your answer.
Why? The highest point I was, I think I like weighed 240 pounds. By the time I left, this was like probably, I think I made a New Year's resolution my junior year, like going to January 2011. When I graduated June 2012, I weighed probably like 165 pounds.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's one thing most people don't know about you? Like, it doesn't have to be like one thing everyone knows, like, or it could be something like people don't normally think this of me, like when they see me or something like that. Anything along those lines.
I like to smoke the occasional cigarette,
Like,
and I have a story behind that.
okay.
I went to a bar recently. Like it was only like a couple of weeks ago in Hoboken with one of my friends who lives up there, and we were outside after the bar closed. And I asked like this couple, like they're both smoking. I asked them if I could bum a cigarette, and the girl's just like, "You do not smoke cigarettes."
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, "What? What are you talking about?" It's just like you look way too straight laced for that.
Too straight laced.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn."
Like, I don't smoke, but I've always said it's such a cool thing. It's so stupid to say, but it is. It's always like,
We didn't even grow up with the advertisements that made it look
No.
cool.
but it's like you see some people. That looks pretty cool. Like, I like to smoke I like to smoke cigars and stuff on occasions. But even like that whole thing, it's like one of the easiest conversation starters.
Yeah.
Like with obviously other.
You ever watch
smokers.
How I Met Your Mother?
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's where you got it
No,
from.
no, no.
There's like a whole episode about like how
Dedicated
like
to that.
yeah, he wanted to like one of the characters wanted to start smoking because his boss smoked and he wanted to like get an in with his boss.
There you go. How would you explain your basic life philosophy?
Uh,
Like, I guess the principle or moral that you live to.
don't think too much.
Don't think too much.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like I don't know, just enjoy life. Do what you like doing. I mean, obviously, don't like do what you like doing. Don't hurt people, all that shit. But just like don't.
But you actually like to live to that.
yeah, like don't think too much about like
Every decision and
I don't know, just like a meaning of life.
yeah, just
Yeah.
live it.
Mm.
Are aliens real?
Yeah. Like not in like the sci-fi version
Yeah.
that we see them. Just like there's obviously life on other planets. If you think like the universe is just like
Just us.
14 billion light years or however big it is
Yeah.
across. That's only what we can observe of it. Like, there's obviously got to be something else out there.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things on some of the shows I've listened to, where they're like, "Wouldn't it be fucking phenomenal if aliens showed up and they just looked just like us?" Because we're all imprinted that aliens. Like, what do you? The first thing that comes to your mind is like some green fucking dude, right? It's like, what if they just looked like us?
I mean, evolutionarily speaking, with like, I don't know, the laws of physics and scientifically, like, if a civilization like started like at the same time ours did, like, wouldn't they like end up after natural selection and all that, like, end up being kind of similar to like the way our society or our Earth is now?
Yeah.
I mean,
In theory. In a theory.
In a theory.
Yeah. What's one of the scariest things you've ever done? Time you were really scared.
I don't know. I feel like
You're so brave, Christian. You don't fear anything.
one thing
But
the
weird
only
bugs.
thing that comes, one thing that comes to mind is just going on a roller coaster for the
Really?
first time, because those used to freak me the hell out. I was just like, what if like I slip out? Or
Are you
like,
scared of them today?
not as much. I'm scared of the roller coaster King Ka, the one with like the 150-foot drop or whatever, straight
So
down.
You didn't come out with me on our birthday last year.
I've not been on that roller coaster. I don't think I ever will go on it. It's not that I'm scared that it will fall out. I just hate the way that I know it's gonna feel, like the fucking guts lifting up in your chest as you're like riding it down.
I swore the same thing, and then I got roped into going on it, and it's cool. I actually like it, and I got to the point where as a kid I fucking loved roller coasters, and then I got afraid of them again. But I'll still go on them.
I think coming off of it, I'll be like, yeah, the fucking adrenaline rush. Yeah. But as I hit the top, the peak of it, and I'm looking out over it, and I look down, and I don't even see the track because it curves in. Like,
but see, that's
how it fucking curves in like that. I'll be like, oh my god, fucking
dude, that's what you think.
Shit myself.
But it's so quick, you don't have time to be scared. That's why I like it. Like, it happens so quick that you don't even like think about what's happening. You're just like a bullet, and you're like, "Fuck, this is happening." And by the time you finish that thought, you're like down the mountain. It's crazy. Definitely worth doing. Would you ever adopt a child?
I don't want to say I never would, but probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to have kids in general, but
if you were, you'd want to have your own.
Yeah.
Fair. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done? As living idiots on foreplay, it's hard to narrow it down for each of us. There's a bunch of goons.
There was stupidest. Yeah. There was one time we're all out of floor beers. Wait, no.
No, you're good.
I missed one.
There you go.
There was one time where sometime during my junior year of college, me, one of my roommates, and a friend were like, all we had was Everclear, and we couldn't like really find much in the house to mix it with. I told you this story vaguely off camera before. And we're like, oh, let's fucking try to take shots of it. So we ended up like filling up glasses of water as like chaser, which, yeah.
God.
I don't know. If it's in college, it doesn't count as alcoholism.
No.
We ended up taking 3 shots of Everclear within probably like 45 minutes. Oh. And after the last one, I don't remember anything. Oh. And
was that the worst hangover of your life?
No, probably not. But I feel like when I was younger, I was like invincible to hangovers. Yeah, just like
I remember you always said that too.
Yeah, up until like probably
that you had never. I remember that was the thing. You said you'd never had gotten a hangover.
Yeah, up until I was about like maybe sometime mid 21, going on 22, I like barely ever got hungover.
Now, do you think this? It's gonna sound stupid or come off stupid. The one podcast I listened to, one guy, he used to be like fucking huge when he was younger, and he lost a ton of weight. You lost weight, and he basically had your thought. Like he said when he was younger, and he still couldn't. He could just drink like a fish. So do you think that has something to do with it somehow, like on your inside? Because obviously, the bigger you are, the more
I don't know how
you can hold.
I don't know how
that.
Well, I was thin like during the period that like I didn't get.
I was saying but I'm saying like him too. Like he wasn't drinking when he was big.
Yeah, I don't know how the inner workings of someone's metabolism works.
Yeah.
If I were to guess, maybe like from losing all that weight and like working out so much and all that, like my metabolism was like kicked up, and like my body was able.
That could be it too. Not the fact that he lost weight, but that he was in such good shape and keeping.
Yeah, my metabolism was like I don't know. I was able to process alcohol a lot more efficiently and a lot quicker. So maybe that was it. And then when I stopped working out, or as I got older and people's metabolism slowed down, like I started experiencing hangovers worse. Because I know that's also a thing. As people get older, they experience worse hangovers,
multiple day hangovers. And such. Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our channel. Go into the description of this video to like and follow our social media pages.
Bye.